what we saw yesterday was the Prime Minister losing his fourth or fifth Director of Communications. His leader in Scotland has asked him to go. It's quite clear that the Labour Party have lost confidence in Keir Starmer. Anna Sarwar said the quiet bit out loud. And what he's done is remind Labour MPs that their jobs are on the line. And instead of them doing the right thing, what they've done is rally behind the Prime Minister because they're terrified of their own jobs. It is still a matter of when, not if, the Prime Minister goes, because we are still waiting for the release of those documents which he committed to releasing last week. We still haven't seen the details of how he made this disastrous appointment. And instead, what we're hearing is that the Cabinet Office is telling ministers not to release their text messages with Peter Mandelson. That's completely wrong. The country is in between a rock and a hard place because Keir Starmer being there creates a lot of instability, and another leader but potentially brings even more instability. I've been talking to businesses this morning, and what they're saying is that the last 18 months have been the worst they've ever had on the high street. Unemployment going up every single month since Labour came into office, between the jobs tax and business rates and all of the other increases in costs like energy costs. They are struggling, and what they see is a government that doesn't care about them. They don't care about the jobs of the people out on the high street. They only care about the jobs of MPs, and that is a real problem. That's why I'm speaking out.
Now, given the events of the past few days, is your party now prepared to table a formal motion of no confidence?
We've always been prepared to table a motion of no confidence, but what I want to see is us winning a motion of no confidence, and that is why I made the offer to Labour MPs. Some have given us indications, but we're not at the stage yet where the Prime Minister would lose such a motion. But I believe that the MPs behind him have lost confidence in the Prime Minister. They're just now afraid for a general election because they know they would all lose their jobs.
Now, you mentioned that some have given you, as you say, indications. Without naming them, how many have come forward? And has that number increased in the past 24 hours?
Well, I haven't spoken to my whip's office, and I don't want us to go down the rabbit hole of exactly how many. There are 411 Labour MPs. They have 160 more than all the other parties combined, and they want to keep their jobs. So we know that they're not going to be calling for a general election. What I want to see is the release of those documents, which the Prime Minister committed to releasing, but he still hasn't done anything yet. I believe that they are hiding something. I told Labour MPs last week that they shouldn't be part of the cover-up. I'm not getting distracted from what that cover-up might look like, because the country needs to know the truth. We need to give those people out there certainty that we're looking after the economy, that we're thinking about their jobs. Conservatives are doing that. Every single day we talk about jobs, we talk about employment, we talk about how to make this country better. What is Labour talking about? Just themselves.
And as a result of the Prime Minister's troubles, Nigel Farage has said that he is putting his party on what he calls a general election war footing. Are you doing the same?
We have always said that we will fight a general election. We are ready to put our case to the country, and that is something that I stand by. We're getting ready for local elections right now, where we know that a lot of people are very unhappy with the Labour government, and what we're saying is that there is only one party that is brave enough and tough enough to deal with the issues that this country faces, and that is the Conservative Party. We are the only credible alternative. We have the experience, we have the policies, we have learned the lessons, we know mistakes were made by previous Conservative governments. I'm a new leader, I'm not making those mistakes, and that is why I'm taking my message out to the country.
And finally, on debating societies, should debating societies be able to ban political parties? We've seen Reform UK banned yesterday by Society of Bangor University.
I believe in free speech, and we live in a democracy which is underpinned by free speech. So no, debating societies at universities should not be banning political parties. That is bad for the students who want to hear all views, but it is also bad for democracy itself. It continues to poison the body politic. I think that people should be free to speak from any political party, and it is only where we are worried about serious crimes being committed by what people say that we should look at restricting those things. But there is no reason why Reform UK, the Conservative Party, the Labour Party, or anyone should be banned. I'm quite worried about a lot of the things I'm seeing. You know, a Jewish Labour MP was banned from a school the other day. We are becoming an increasingly intolerant society. That is not what our country is about. This is a free society. It's why so many people want to come and live here. But we need to make sure that we don't change, that we continue to uphold British values, and one of those values is free speech.
Kemi Badenoch, it looks like Sir Keir Starmer lives to fight another day. You'll be facing the Prime Minister's questions again tomorrow. Are you pleased with that?
I'm looking forward to facing the Prime Minister tomorrow at PMQs. I've got a lot of questions to ask him, but he is in a very dangerous place. The Scottish Labour leader, Anna Sarwar, said the quiet bit out loud. Labour MPs and the Labour Party have lost confidence in their leader, but the MPs are too scared of losing their jobs, so they're not going to call an election, and they've given him a stay of execution. The sad thing is that the country is suffering from not being governed at all. And tomorrow at Prime Minister's Questions, the Prime Minister will need to explain why the documents he promised to release last week have not turned up yet. What are they covering up? The Cabinet Office has told ministers not to release their text messages like West Streeting did. I think that there's something they're trying to hide, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
If Labour are doing such a bad job, why are you still trailing them in the polls? Why aren't you trouncing them?
Well, because we also just came out of a historic defeat. The public chose Labour for change, and all they have delivered is everything being worse. And actually, what they are seeing is that the new Conservative Party under my leadership is offering something different. I've got to get that message out in the country. But as I've said, we've got a plan. We're the only credible alternative to Labour. I've got a united team behind me, and we are working to deliver for the public. So if they call an election, we've got a plan for the country. No one else does.
Was it nice to be back in a McDonald's again?
Yes, I did have a sausage and egg McMuffin. It's been 30 years since I last worked at McDonald's, but there are lots of good memories.